We've got a few more acts on in this first half. You ready? Yeah! So your next act you may know from My Future, where we are bisexual dinosaurs in love. But you will know it better as Robin Ananias. Please welcome.
Hello, I'm Robin Ananias, and the following jokes might be silly. It would suck if you were a giraffe with fear of heights. It would suck if you were a tortoise with claustrophobia. Hailstorm hitting you in the head, your friends saying, "Man, go inside, you're getting hurt." You're like, "It's dark in there, man." And there are no windows. If you were a fish, you could never blame your farts on someone else. It's not possible to release sneaky bubbles. Bubbles are excitable, especially underwater. Apparently kangaroos are assholes. That was a surprise. They attack pets, they maul people, they pose like this in the pictures. Muscular kangaroos, you must have seen them, some of them. What a douche. When they are little, they are apparently cute little jobies. When they grow up, they are Joe Sixpack the douchebag. Every town has one. And in Camel news tonight, a camel and a soccer mom were seen fist-fighting next to a football field. The details aren't clear, but reportedly the camel was heard shouting, "Stop giving our toes bad name." People can't tell if they're looking at your pants or my socks. We used to be proud of our toes. Now it can't be mentioned without at least half a dozen giggles. You know who the happiest men are? The happiest men are the ones with a giant dick. When you have a giant dick as a man, nothing else matters. Looks, money, nothing. When a friend of mine sent me a link to an adult video, yes, I have those friends, I was introduced to this short, fat, hairy Jewish guy with a mustache that looked like a Rastafarian hamster who lives in a dumpster. In this video, 3 beautiful blonde women were attacking his giant dick like cats do onto catnip. By the way, I don't mean to say anything by mentioning that the guy was Jewish. That was just an interesting trivia my friend mentioned. It wasn't something like, "Look at this Jew." It was more like, "By the way, he's Jewish." I was like, "All right." It wasn't something like, "Look at this sexy Jew," either. I mean to say we are not specifically into Jewish porn. I don't fantasize. I'd like to see some Jew on Jew action too. Although if that's one of your fantasies, I don't judge. If you fantasize about a particularly ravishing rabbi, that's totally fine. Where was I? Oh yeah, giant dicks. When a man has a giant dick, nothing can bother him. If I had a giant dick and my flight was cancelled, I was like, "Oh no, my flight is cancelled, but I have a giant dick." If a hurricane destroyed my house, I would be like, "Oh no, it's a disaster. What am I going to do now?" And my friends would be like, "Hey, look down, man. Look down. Giant cock." I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." Life is good. Speaking of dicks, when your name is Dick, how do you know if someone is calling you or just angry? I guess you have to listen to the tone. "Hey Dick" versus "Hey Dick." Okay, I made it sound like I just found an erect dick. When I first heard about Dick Cheney, I thought people were talking about penis piercings. I wasn't totally wrong. The guy is almost as unsettling as penis piercings. I think during a zombie apocalypse, the safest place is in a group of necrophiliacs. I think if there were 4 necrophiliacs, with my help, we could pin down a zombie and fuck him in the ass. You may be wondering, why fuck a zombie in the ass? Well, a zombie freshly fucked in the ass isn't as impressive. Nobody fears a zombie who got pinned down by 4 necrophiliacs with 1 weirdo in it just for the kicks and fucked in the ass. If a jihadi was coming at me with a knife and somebody said he just got fucked in the ass, I wouldn't be as worried. Actually, next time a terrorist attempts an attack, we should pin him down and fuck him in the ass. And that was it for me.
What I love about that zombie scenario is everything.